Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We'll be talking about commercial real estate in Central and Eastern Europe. Good Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We're here back in Warsaw after a week of being in Cannes for MIPIM, and I'd say MIPIM was extraordinary event. Probably not any more extraordinary than most of the MIPIMs, but it was great to be back and see everybody after really 2 years. There was a small little mini MIPIM last year, which a lot of people didn't go to, but this was, I would say, back. And Winston, it looked like in full force. I mean, everyone back and working. The banks, the investors, developers, seemed like everyone was there that you would want there for Central Eastern Europe. The Warsaw stand, of course, one of the more popular ones. Łódź, also, we filmed from the Łódź stand as well last week. Budapest, also great stand. Prague, also, or Czech Republic, also great stand. A lot of things happening. Of course, Ostrava, which is always putting out a great show. They were there and building a lot. I would say for Central Europe, very good. Ukrainian stand was a bit unhappy because of the war, but they were there and kind of made a great presentation of what's going on and the situation that they're under. So they were there. The Galamco stand, which was right next to ours, they had a big picture of them winning the awards at our awards thing. So that was great to see that they're how important the investment awards is to everybody. Yeah. And that's coming. It seems like a long way away, but that's coming up October 27th. So great to see that. Important. I'd say most of the most important buildings probably in Warsaw, or at least that won that award. Were kind of recognizing themselves at our event. So
yeah, I'm sure that gave you a lot of enthusiasm to.
It was nice to
go
see.
Forward and keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah.
No, it's really good.
So yeah, very good 4 days. It was the coldest MIPIM I'd ever been to. Gosh, it was cold there this year. No. Usually there's a bit of sun, a bit of opportunity to hang out at the beach, but I didn't see it. I didn't see any sun anyway. So Saturday, Sunday also was cold. So, but really nice. It was good to see that we're, I'd say, maybe not 100% everyone back, but I would say a good 80-90% for our region easily back, and companies wanting to get involved, and really so many more asked about our events. And we talked to a lot of the companies on the Budapest stand about our CRE awards in Budapest, and this is the 4th year we've done it. Many of them, I think all were very excited to either come back or be part of it in some ways. So it was good to see that. Next week we have the SEE Awards coming up on Thursday in Bucharest. So if you haven't signed up for it, now's the time. We got a lot of new sponsors. I saw over the weekend a lot of new people were buying tickets and coming to the event. So I think we got around 200 people coming already. So very good, very interesting event covering Southeastern Europe. So if you haven't signed up, you're not in Bucharest yet, now's the time to do it and to get your tickets for our Thursday event. They're a nice conference during the day. And in the evening, of course, you can see all the top companies working in SEE region and most active at our event. So having said that, we'll take a little break. We hope everyone's had a safe and healthy weekend, and we wish them all the best for this week. We'll take a little break, and we'll come right back with Winston Norman, our editor-in-chief, with the news. Welcome to the 17th Annual Europa Property Southeastern European Real Estate Awards and SCE Forum, held March 31st at the SAS Radisson Blu in Bucharest, Romania. With the most active international, regional, and local investors, developers, and property owners attending, this event continues to be the single most important in the region. The deadline for nominations is February 24th, and with seating limited and the Radisson Ballroom quickly filling up, now is the time to reserve your sponsorship package or corporate table. So, welcome back. Winston, good to see you after a whole week of missing you in Cannes, yeah? And then
yeah, you look busy. I'm glad I was here.
Yeah, I was busy. It was busy. Everybody was busy.
Yeah,
it's like after 2 years of not seeing people, great to always get back in touch. Most of them we saw 3 or 4 times a year at these events, and we kind of missed them for 2 years. So good to be back. So anyway, back interested to hear what's going on.
Yeah, okay, so we can start in Poland, Warsaw today, and Adventum have acquired the Sky Tower building in Wrocław for around 84 million euros. ACT, BSWW, Legal and Tax represented Adventum in this acquisition. The tower complex was acquired from the Develia Group. And as you know, Adventum is described as a boutique investor, but they've invested around 1.5 billion euros in the Central and Eastern European region to date. So yeah, big boutique, very, very active, and they've acquired themselves quite a unique and popular building here. It's one of the highest developments in Poland. It's in a regional city, so Wrocław, so doing some good for the satellite cities of Poland. And it's a kind of mixed use complex. It's got residential, office. And and lots of leisure facilities as well.
Right. I've stayed in one of their nice apartments there.
Okay. So you know all about it. And and Develia was represented by Dentons. Moving to Romania and staying in the investment market, and this is the manufacturing market. And Beltrum, they're a large producer of steel bars and special steel in Europe. They've acquired all the assets of the Targovista special steel plant for around 38.3 million euros in Romania. And over the next 4 years, they plan to invest around 150 million euros in on this works plant, and getting it, modernizing it,
modernizing it,
and getting it up to date.
Great.
And this is hopefully, according to their CEO, which is Carlo Beltrum. He says it's this is not in direct response, but it's going to, since the situation with Ukraine and Russia, then more kind of homegrown, kind of local manufacturing sources will be important in this day and age.
Yeah, a lot of building materials definitely are going to be needed.
Yeah, and coming to Poland, and HP Rivas have appointed a new CEO. This is Sebastian Proch. He's the new CEO of Polish operations, and he replaces Marcin Klammer, who has left the business.
Right. Okay.
And moving on to some Panattoni news. And DB Schenker has acquired, or they're taking another 20,000 square meters from Panattoni at Panattoni Park Poznan 12. And according to Panattoni, Poznan is one of the largest and strongest industrial regions in Poland, and there's been around 1 million square meters leased in 2021. And in terms of supply, there's around 500,000 square meters of development being produced there. So it's a hugely popular region for industrial companies.
Well, Panattoni as well at MIPIM, of course, they have their great event, which is really a great event and very well organized. And
you went to that one, yeah?
Yeah. They still let me go. And really though, it's a great production, but at the same time, the people that are there, all the investors are there.
Right. Okay.
They're there, they're interested, they're doing deals, they're talking to everybody at the team there. So it was really great to be back and see it again.
Yeah, I mean, that industry was a real winner during the pandemic and post-pandemic time. And finally for today, Global Earth, investor and office developer in Central Eastern Europe. They're supporting the Ukraine war effort with humanitarian relief in 2 of their buildings in Poland and Romania. They're offering around 12,000 square meters to refugees.
Wow.
And again, they're hoping to support local authorities housing refugees and giving them all the extra help they need in these very troubling times.
Oh, great. Well, that's fantastic. We did a little party at MIPIM and raised over 500 euros to help refugees here in Warsaw, and we're going to go with a couple of the people tomorrow and buy some stuff and take a few photos, put them out, and we'll announce all the heroes that gave us money to do this. We had a little donation for pins, and I don't know, we had 10 or 15 people buy the pins, so great. Yeah.
Oh, really good.
So and these are people, and we go to the west train station here, and train station, bus station. We work with one of the little city tents there and get what they need for, or probably not what they need. They need stuff for hundreds of thousands of people, but for our little bit. So we'll be doing that tomorrow with a couple of people, so it'll be a bit of fun. So that's all our news for the day, huh? Yeah, well, great to see that Global Worth is doing so much, and the commercial real estate sector is really doing a lot. I mean, they've really stepped up and donated money and locations and places, and people for places for these refugees to stay. So, anyway, having said that, thank you all for joining us again back here in Warsaw. We'll be here for another week before we take off to Romania, and of course, we'll be hosting the Coffee with Craig show in Romania as well. So. We hope to you'll see a lot of kind of maybe new faces that we hadn't seen for a while there. So it'll be good to see them. And of course, filming the whole SCE Awards and the conference. So we'll see you there. And thank you for watching the Coffee with Craig show with over 8,000 viewers a week and 15,000 for the interviews. So thank you all for keep watching even after, lockdown's over. Great to have everybody on. And stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Click here to subscribe to the Coffee with Craig show, and don't forget to share it with your friends.